Here in Northwest Oklahoma, we like to hit it out of the park when it comes to banking. Our knowledgeable teams know how to cover the bases and are ready and willing to help you with your financial goals. Stop by any of our branch locations in Alva, Enid, Woodward, and Cherokee, or call 580-327-1122 to schedule an appointment today. Bank Central, where we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Glass Family Field at Myers Stadium here on 105.7 as we get you ready for the final game of the series between Northwestern and Southwestern. Rangers again taking the first two games, game one yesterday and game one of the doubleheader today. Is starting lineup first for the Southwestern Bulldogs. Leading off and playing left will be Campbell Sullivan. Bodie Waller will hit second and DH. Gage Gaunt will hit third and play center. First baseman Connor Jeffers will hit fourth. Third baseman Ty Eastwood will hit fifth. Batting sixth, the right fielder Reese Burke. Batting seventh, the shortstop Marcus Coronado. Batting eighth will be the second baseman will be Sean Mansour, and batting ninth will be the catcher number 22 Rusty Wortman. Getting the start today will be Drew Pfeiffer for the Bulldogs. For the Rangers defensively, Zach Vitale will be catching. Paul Sachin in left, Chad Green in right, Trevor Sayre in center. At first will be Connor Green. At second, Barcelo. Colby Grace at third. At short will be Harley Schaefer. And DHing today will be Gavin Mendoza. As we are about ready to go with the opening pitch. Getting the start today for the Rangers in the final game will be the 6-foot right-handed junior out of Denton, Texas, number 29, Kyle Holzer. Numbers on Holzer this season, a 4.5 earned run average. He's made 10 appearances. This will be his first start of the year. He's gone 16 innings, 19 hits, 10 runs, 8 of those earned, 7 walks to 15 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .297 against Kyle Holzer this season. As again, the Rangers enter the final game, 29-20, 16-16 in Great American Conference play, trying to finish above 500 this season in conference play. Bulldogs 24-22, 11-20 in Great American Conference play. As Holzer is done with his warm-up pitches, as we are ready to go, as the left fielder number 6 Campbell Sullivan steps in to lead things off. Sullivan again went 3 for 5 in game one of the doubleheader. Sullivan is 3 for 9 combined as he went 0 for 4 yesterday. First pitch from Holzer is outside for ball one, and we are underway here in the final game of the series. The 1-0 to Holzer. That is hit hard into center. Back goes Trevor Sayre, and he'll make the grab for out number one. So now to the plate will be Bodie Waller.
Now batting number 33, Bodie Waller.
First pitch to Waller is ball one. He'll be followed by Gage Gaunt. That pitch misses there. Count moves to 2-0 now to Waller. There's the 2-0 from Holzer. Swung on and missed. Count moves to 2-1 to Bodie Waller. Waller earlier today, again, was 1 for 4 and was 2 for 4 yesterday. He is 3 for 8 in the series so far. As the 2-1 from Holzer, and it's in there for a strike. Count evens up 2-2.
My apologies for being tardy. I had to get some McDonald's coffee and I thought it was, I had to send out for special ingredients.
Well, I thought it was going to be about 4:45, and I was almost a little tardy myself. I went up to the football press box, and I was like, hey, I need to get over here. Coaches are out at home plate. 3-2 pitch is a ground ball hit to first, fielded by Connor Green. Throws to Holzer, covering for out number 2. And there's 2 down.
Well done there on that execution.
As Gage Gaunt will step in.
That has got to be an instinct of pitchers, is that ball hit to the right side immediately. Once you collect yourself after throwing, you head to first.
So now stepping in will be Gage Gott. First pitch swinging for strike one. Count is 0-1.
I've got an observation I'll share here in just a moment.
The 0-1 from Holzer. That's in there for a called strike, and count quickly 0-2 to Gott.
Which is, in the days prior to batting gloves, or since batting gloves, I think that may have contributed to the pitch clock, because forever guys were micro adjusting these gloves, and I'm thinking you don't even need the gloves to begin with, but everybody uses them these days.
1-2 pitch is fouled back as Gott enters today, hitting .359. 1 for 3 earlier and scored a couple of runs and walked twice. Yesterday he was 1 for 3 with 1 walk.
But then I remember played baseball with aluminum bats, so maybe.
1-2 pitch is a ground ball. Laying out will be Barcelo on the turf. Throws to first in time for the 4-3 putout, and Holzer gets the Bulldogs down in the order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We will head to the bottom of the first as the catcher, Zach Vital, will lead things off when we come back. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Since 2004, customers in Alva, Oklahoma have trusted K&S Tire for all their automotive needs. With over 40 years of experience in the business, we offer top quality replacement tires and outstanding vehicle service repairs. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, our skilled technicians have covered you. Drive with confidence and let us keep your vehicle running smoothly. Visit us at knstire.com or come by at 2590 College Boulevard here in Alva, Oklahoma. K&S Tire, where experience meets excellence.
To prevent medication from getting into the wrong hands, it is crucial to store it out of sight and out of the reach of children and visitors. In addition, it is important to dispose of unwanted, expired, and unused medications in a safe manner. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org, or call 988 Oklahoma's Mental Health Lifeline. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
Catcher number 15, Zach Vital, will lead it off. Of course, one of the seniors being honored earlier today. It'll be his first start of the weekend. Vital enters hitting .239 in his 14th start, 11 hits and 46 at-bats, 11 runs scored, 2 doubles, and 12 RBIs this season. He'll be followed by Paul Sachin and Connor Green. So a little bit look of a different lineup for the Rangers here in the final game as Vital swings and misses for strike one. Drew Pfeiffer gets the start today for the Bulldogs, a 7.43 earned run average. He's 4-4. It's his 13th start. Does have one complete game. He's gone 53 and a third inning, took 65 hits, 47 runs, as he gives up another hit there into right field, and it's a leadoff single for the catcher, Zach Vital, and the Rangers have the leadoff runner aboard.
Love those line drives.
Pfeiffer again, 53 and a third, 65 hits, 47 runs, 44 earned, 32 walks to 77 strikeouts. That is the most of any Southwestern pitcher. Teams are hitting .304 against him this season as Paul Sachin steps in. Sachin did not play yesterday, got the start today. Went 1 for 3, scored a run and had an RBI and left 2 runners on as he takes strike one. Updated numbers for Sachin, hits .222 in his 15th start this season. 12 hits and 54 bats, 11 runs scored as that's lifted into left. Going back is Sullivan towards the track, and that one hit the base of the wall. Here's the throw back in, and how about that? Paul Sachin with a double, and 2 runners in scoring position now for the Rangers.
He's happy.
But again, not used to seeing this for the first inning or so because the Rangers off to some slow starts, but it's almost like they just picked up where they left off.
Yep, and I like that. I mean, he was kind of an outside pitch, and he just went with it, drove it deep. I wasn't sure it wasn't going to carry out of here, but like you said, I think it hit the base of the wall.
Connor Green steps in, 4 for 10 in the series so far as he takes strike one. Updated numbers for Connor, 358 hitter, 48 start, 68 hits and 190 at bats, 35 runs, 14 doubles, 5 home runs, and 45 RBIs. The 0-1 ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. 1 run's going to come in to score. Sachin's going to round third. He's headed for home. Here's the throw in. Not in time, and the Rangers take a 2-0 lead on the 2 RBI single from Connor Green.
Good piece of hitting. Wasn't trying to yank it out of the park. He was trying to meet it solid. Scores 2.
So now stepping up, Chad Green, and Coach Bowen, whatever he said to these guys before the game, it worked.
Yeah. Off and running.
So Chad Green steps in this season, a 341 hitter in his 40th start, 47 hits and 138 at bats. As the Rangers getting after this one early as Pfeiffer delivers outside for ball 1. Chad Green was 0 for 1 yesterday, walked 3 times. Earlier today, he was 2 for 3, scored a run, had an RBI, and walked 2 more times. As that pitch is outside to Green, count is 2-0 now.
Yeah, don't chase, don't help. Make him throw you a pitch you like.
Pfeiffer ready to go with a 2-0. The right-hander delivers. Caught the inside corner. Good pitch there. Count moves to 2-1. Pfeiffer with a 2-1 pitch and the delivery. In there again with a breaking ball. Count evens up 2-2 now.
Thought that might be a touch low, but again, new umpire, new zone.
Connor Green, with that last hit, has extended his hitting streak now to 4 games. As here's the 2-2, and that is hit into left center, going back towards the wall. 2-run home run for Chad Green, and the Rangers lead it 4-0.
Yeah, and he didn't really try to yank anything, didn't jerk his head or anything, just met it solid where it was, and it carried out. And the wind's still kind of blowing a little bit, so, I mean, he thumped that pretty good for it to carry out.
So Chad Green with his ninth home run, give him 35 RBIs, and the Rangers off to a terrific start here in the final game of this series. They lead it 4-0, and there's still nobody out. As Gavin Mendoza steps in, his first appearance of the weekend. Mendoza, 295 hitter in his 28th start, takes strike 1. Mendoza, 28 hits, 95 at bats, 25 runs scored, 4 doubles, a triple, 5 home runs, and 24 RBIs. The 0-1. Mendoza fouls it off back to the net, quickly behind in the count, 0-2 now.
It's good to see us coming out aggressive like this. We've had the offensive skill all season, and we're one of the top clubs in the conference for offensive production. And that we've kind of struggled just a little bit lately and looking good now.
Connor Green with that RBI single earlier has reached base safely now in 6 games. Chad Green now 4 straight reaching base safely, and it's called strike 3 to Mendoza, and that's out number 1 as Pfeiffer picks up his first strikeout of the day. So in steps Hagen Barcelo, 0 for 4 yesterday. He is 1 for 8 in this series. He's got a run scored, an RBI, and he's also walked once and left 3 runners on. Hitting .325 this season, and his 50th start is Barcelo.
Ooh, that hit him.
And he swings, and he is hit by the pitch, and they're going to they're going to give him a strike. So count will be 0-1 to Barcelo.
Yeah, if you're in the box, you run around, it hits you. It's considered a strike.
Barcelo with 62 hits and 191 at bats as Coach Bowen now having a word with the home plate umpire and the guy over there at first. Hagen with 42 runs scored, 16 doubles to lead Northwestern, 2 triples, 6 home runs, and 39 RBIs.
That looked like it smarted. I hope he's got some feeling in that left forearm wrist.
The 0-1. Breaking ball Count 0-2 as Barcelo swung and missed there.
He was going for the scoreboard on that one.
He certainly was.
And that happens more often than you'd think. You get angry and then you, yeah.
And 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts now from Drew Pfeiffer.
Yep. That was nice of Mr. DeHaas to stop by between games and let us know how he enjoys listening. And he does a fine job, too, in our absences.
Yeah, he's had to fill in a couple of times this year. As Colby Grace steps in.
But talking about working out in the field and whether it's cattle fence work or something, and I think there's a lot of people that tune in and listen to baseball while they're working, and that's neat.
The 1-0 is low and off the plate. Count moves to 2-0 now as Grace enters hitting .312 in his 44th start, 48 hits and 154 at bats. Grace was 0 for 3 earlier today and 0 for 3 yesterday. Has scored 1 run and does have an RBI in the series, though. As the 2-0 misses upstairs from Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, again, the senior out of Louisville, Kentucky. He is a transfer from Indiana State University, former Sycamore.
How in the world do you...
That pitch is in there for a called strike.
I've got cousins living in Indiana, and I didn't know Indiana State had a Sycamore or were Sycamores.
You know where it's at?
No.
Terre Haute.
Terre Haute.
The home, well, I was going to say not the home, but where he played college. Larry Bird, as that's a flare into right down for a base hit from Colby Grace.
Ah, the Bird.
He started out at Indiana, left, I think, a few weeks in, and then went back home, and then decided, he had coached at Indiana State at the time, the name is, I can't remember, pulled him back in. It's like, hey, come back and play.
Yeah. What a good move that was.
No kidding. Think about what basketball.
Yeah. Without he and Magic
yes,
at that time frame.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah, they really evolved the game, the NBA.
Arlie Schaefer steps in now as he swings and misses. Count will be 0-1. Yeah, the game could have been maybe not as popular the next several years and isn't on TV as much. And
yeah.
The 0-1 to Schaefer is outside. Count evens up 1-1. Schaefer was 2 for 4 in game 1 with an RBI. Yesterday, he was 1 for 3, scored a run, and walked once. He enters today hitting .235, and that average has climbed from where it was at one point this season as Schaefer looks at ball 2, which is a good sign moving, throughout the season into the playoffs.
I was just thinking about Bird, too. I mean, to find out, I don't know how long it took to find out when he was playing, but he was an A-level trash talker.
The 2-1 caught the corner. Count evens up 2-2. He was different.
Yep.
In a good way.
Oh, yeah, the best. I mean,
yeah.
One of the absolute best to ever play the game.
Runner goes as that pitch is fouled off to the left. Count stays at 2-2 as Colby Grace was on the move. And again, our final game scheduled for 7 innings today. The Rangers already leading at 4-0.
I don't know how the wet turf is if you're making a slide into one of the bags. I mean, is it more jarring if it's wet or anyway? I'm not going to go out there and try.
2-2 pitch called strike 3, and after giving up all of the hits, he ends up striking out 3 in the inning, does Drew Pfeiffer.
2 looking.
Yeah, 2, and to end the Rangers here, their threat in the first as Northwestern does pick up 4 runs. It was done so on 5 hits. There were no errors and a runner left on base. We head to the top of the second. Northwestern leading Southwestern in the final game of the series 4-0. This is Northwestern Baseball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
The Tacoma Farmers Co-op is a proud supporter of Ranger and Goldbug activities since 1916. They have been here to serve you with all your farming and ranching needs with a wide range of goods and services from fuel, hardware, fencing, tires, feed and seed, plus fertilizer. They're here to meet your needs. Choose to trade with a co-op that gives its profits back to you. To learn about the Tacoma Co-op Advantage, stop by one of 5 locations in Moreland, Freedom, Winoka, Jet, and Tacoma, or visit them at tacomacoop.com and get a better service at a better place.
Northwestern Oklahoma State University is the university for you. With small class sizes, our professors are focused on you and your education. Located in Alva, Enid, Woodward, the University Center in Ponca City, along with many online options, you can start earning your degree. Call us today at 580-327-1700 or see our options at nwosu.edu. You'll soon find that success lives here. That's Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Ride, Rangers, ride.
818 Diner has consistently provided the city of Alva with quality comfort food and great service since opening in 2019. Join us for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Some of our popular menu items to choose from include the BCB burger, the French dip, and our staples such as Terry's chicken fried steak, Don's hamburger steak, and Joe's chicken tenders. Open Monday and Wednesday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and open for dinner Wednesday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want a variety of menu items and friendly service to give you that local diner feeling, visit 818 Diner right here in Alva.
Well, Connor Jeffers wasting no time, hit the first pitch right to Barcelo, who fielded and threw the first for the 4-3 put out as Ty Eastwood steps in, takes the first pitch strike. Eastwood was 0 for 5, struck out twice, and left 3 runners on in game 1 of our doubleheader. He was 0 for 4 yesterday as he looked for his first hit of the series as the count evens up 1-1. He'll be followed by Reese Burke. The 1-1. Ground ball again. Why not Barcelo one more time as he'll make it 3 straight putouts on the 4-3 of Eastwood, and there's 2 down. But again, Kyle Holzer getting the first start. We've seen him come in and relief several times this season, but Coach Bowen giving him the nod for the final game today. As Reese Burke will be the hitter, and he looks at strike 1. Because again, it's you look at this, get this guy some work because he may be counted on it, next week in Enid.
Yeah.
Popped him up on the second pitch, and will Barcelo make the catch? No, running in. It's going to be Gordon. Actually, that was Vital, and that one bounced in fair, and then it's going to roll foul, and nobody had touched it. So, wow, that's going to be a foul ball for Reese Burke.
Well, you don't see that very often.
No, you don't. I thought it was going to be Barcelo, and then maybe Connor Green, and
yep. Neither one of them could get there quick enough. There's the old adage or the unspoken rule about not letting the pitcher catch the ball. That's a perfect example right there. Pitcher should have just shagged the ball there or got it.
The 0-2 to Burke popped up again. This one in the infield. It will be the first baseman. Connor Green in foul territory makes the play. And the Bulldogs go in order, 2 straight innings. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. Bottom of the second we go. Northwestern 4, Southwestern 0. Here in the final game of the series, it's Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Naloxone is a medication designed to rapidly reverse opioid overdose. A person who is experiencing an overdose can't administer naloxone to themselves. Anyone can carry naloxone, give it to someone experiencing an overdose, and potentially save a life. That's why everyone should consider having naloxone. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
The Alva Moose Lodge is a proud supporter of all Northwestern and Alva public school activities and strives to be the heart of the community through fundraisers and community-based events that make a difference in the lives of individuals, kids, and families throughout Northwest Oklahoma. On a national basis, the Moose Fraternity provides at-risk children with a second chance at life and its senior members a comforting retirement at its 5-star senior facility in Florida. If you would like to see how you can help make a difference in the lives of those in need, stop by the Alva Moose Lodge Monday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at 302 7th Street to learn more.
Peak Environment provides leading lawn care services in Northwest Oklahoma with branches at Alva, Enid, and Woodward. When it comes to lawn care, Peak Environment has you covered all year long with quality, affordable services, including weed control, full-service mowing, and Christmas light installation, plus much more. Call Peak Environment today at 580-748-8003 to learn more and schedule your free quote on any service. That's 580-748-8003, proud supporter of all Ranger and Goldbug athletics.
Trevor Sayre will lead us off as he takes first pitch strike for Pfeiffer. He'll be followed by Zach Vital and Paul Sachin due up for the Rangers as we move to the bottom of the second. This one's scheduled for 7. The 0-1. High chopper to third. Eastwood's going to have to charge. Going to be a tough play. Over to first. It's gets past the first baseman, Jeffords, into the foul territory down the right field line. Sarah's rounding second. He's headed for third. He'll get down. Is he safe? He is at third base. A great hustle running the bases for Trevor Sayre.
He can scoot on the base paths. There's speed, there's baseball speed. He's got both.
So that's going to be a single followed by an error committed by the third baseman, Eastwood. Boy, good for Trevor Sayre, too. And, you know, we were just talking about that off air. Had 2 big hits the last game. He's really coming alive over the last couple of weeks, it seems.
Yep. Good timing. I mean,
Zach Vitale down the right field line. That is going to land out of play. Actually, it'll land in foul territory. Count will be 0-1. Vitale singled and scored a run last time up in the first. He was brought in by that 2 RBI single from Connor Green. The 0-1. Inside. Nice stop by Wortman, who's the new catcher today. His first appearance of the series. Rusty Wortman, again, the 5'11 junior out of Gretna, Nebraska, transfer out of Northeast Community College. The 1-1. Line foul off the net. Count moves to 1-2 now.
okay, Northeast Community College. What's their mascot?
Could not tell you. We have somebody who told us in the booth. They said 2 guesses, so I don't know if
Hawks?
said Hawks.
That was my high school.
Somebody fact check that. There's a ground ball to short. Fielded by Coronado, throws to first in time, but it does drive in Sayre from third on the RBI ground out, and it's 5-0 Northwestern.
I'm a little surprised they were playing as deep as they were there in that situation. I mean, if he'd have been up close to the grass, you know, you'd look the runner back at 3 and go 1. But they conceded the run. Now they're down 5-0.
So Paul Sachin steps in now with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. He doubled and scored a run last time up. First pitch to Sachin. This is lifted into left. It'll be Gaunt or Sullivan. It will be Sullivan who makes the grab. 4 out, number 2. So now to the plate will be Connor Green. Green had a single and drove in 2 and scored a run last time up in the first. First pitch to Green is low for ball 1. Count moves to 1-0. He was right. He must get some recruits from there or try to.
Do you know who? That wasn't Andrew?
I think it was Alex.
Alex? Alex is back.
Count evens up 1-1. Norfolk, Nebraska. Oh, he would know that then, yeah. He's cheated. He's from there. Doesn't count. The 1-1 pitch is low for ball 2 to Connor Green.
Well, I didn't think he was back from Bartlesville, but
Two balls and a strike to Connor Green. Pfeiffer with a 2-1. That's ripped on the ground to short. Coronado, long throw to his right, and making the dig at first was Jefford. That was a good play there.
yeah, good play by Short and first. Nice dig.
So the Rangers do come up with 1 more run. It was done so on 1 hit. There was an error, and nobody left on base. We head to the top of the third. Rangers lead it 5-0 over their rival Southwestern. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Rangers Sports Network. Spring is here, and so are the savings from your friends at G&G Home Furnishings in Alva, as we want to remind you to shop local this spring if you're looking for that new piece of furniture for your home or business. G&G also has several new arrivals for you to browse and choose from, whether it's for your bedroom, dining room, or that workspace. As always, you can see our new line of products by visiting us online at gndhomefurnishings.com or come by and say hello and browse in person at 2107 College Boulevard right here in Alva.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads in Enid, Oklahoma create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the gear, we do the rest. Downtown Threads handles all the payments and cuts you one check when the website is closed. Call today at 580-237-7060. That's 237-7060. Downtown Threads proudly supports Alva High School and Northwestern Oklahoma State University.
The Nitram Company, your go-to rental company in Alva, is now offering insurance. From your home and car to your farm or business or a variety of rental properties, Nitram has you covered. Stop by Suite C in the professional building today and see Claudia Haltom or call their office at 580-609-3200. That's 580-609-3200 for more details. The Nitram Company, now your go-to for rentals and insurance. Proud supporters of all Ranger and Goldbug athletics.
Marcus Coronado will lead it off, the shortstop, as the 0-1 is line foul to the right. Count will be 0-2. Marcus Coronado, the senior out of Irving, Texas, a transfer originally out of McCook Community College.
And their mascot is?
I don't really know JUCOs hardly at all, unless they're in Oklahoma, but that is ripped into left and down for a base hit. That one goes off of Sachin, and he'll get the throw back in. It'll be a single for Coronado.
Not quite sure Paul could see that one clearly, because it looked like it didn't land hardly much in front of him, but he backpedaled on it.
So Marcus Coronado has his fourth hit of the series. Again, he had one in game one, and he also had, I should say, third hit. He had one yesterday. As Mansour steps in, first pitch popped up. Vital's going to give chase. Does he have enough room? He does. Did he make the grab? He did for out number one.
Well done, well done. Especially when it's that close to the screen, the net, it's tough, tougher.
No doubt. Big play there. Nice play from Vital. And another one of those seniors. As Rusty Workman. Again, the catcher steps in. Workman again hitting this season, .230, 19th start, 14 hits, 61 bats, 8 runs scored, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and 10 RBIs. As the first pitch from Holzer upcoming, and the delivery. That is hit foul back behind the press box. Count will be 0-1. We're 8 minutes past the top of the hour. You're listening to Northwestern Baseball here on Classic Hits 105.7. Dustin Goodall alongside Steve Burrows, your crew here for the doubleheader today. The 0-1. Foul back to the net. Workman quickly behind in the count, 0-2 now. Coronado with his lead from first. A couple of steps away from the green. The 0-2. Outside for ball one. Count moves to 1-2 now. Coronado this season, not much of a threat to run. He does have 1 stolen base in 1 attempt this season. The 1-2. Outside again. Count evens up 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rusty Workman.
Could see a little hit and run here, possibly.
The 2-2 from Holzer. And it's ball 3 on 3 straight pitches after being up 0-2. We'll go back to the top of the order. On deck is Campbell Sullivan next. Three-two pitch. And it's ball 4 on 4 straight pitches. So runners now at first and second for the Bulldogs as Campbell Sullivan, the leadoff hitter, steps in. He's 0 for 1 today. He flew out to center last time up. Sullivan is 3 for 10 in the series with an RBI and a run scored. He's also left 3 runners on. He was hitless yesterday. First pitch, across the plate for a called strike. Count is 0-1 to Sullivan.
Needed that strike. Infield fly rules in effect.
The 0-1 pitch from Holzer. And that is hit sharply into center, and that's going to land in front of Sayre for a base hit. Here's the throw back in, and bases are going to be loaded full of Bulldogs after the one-out single from Sullivan. So Coronado at third, Workman at second, Sullivan now at first, as we're going to get a visit to the mound from pitching coach Matt Bickford. We'll take a timeout for the mound visit, brought to you by Ignite Physical Therapy. Rangers on top 5-0, but the bases are loaded with one out here in the third for the Bulldogs. It's Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Struggling with pain or mobility issues? At Ignite Physical Therapy in Alva, we provide expert hands-on care to help you heal faster and move better. With fellowship-trained specialists, you get the highest level of personalized treatment tailored to your needs, whether it's injury recovery, chronic pain, or post-surgical rehab. At Ignite, we believe in more than just treatment. We believe in your recovery. Experience the difference our expert care can make. Visit us at 520 Flynn Street or call at 580-327-3331 today. Ignite Physical Therapy, where healing begins with you.
Your agency of choice for all types of insurance is McDermott Insurance in Alva. For home, auto, farm, or business insurance, the McDermott Agency will protect what you value most by providing the best coverage and client service possible. To get your custom professional insurance review, call McDermott Insurance at 580-327-3500 or visit them at 526 Flynn Street in Alva. McDermott Insurance. They can't predict the future, but they can insure it.
The DH, Bodie Waller, steps in with the bases loaded and one out here in the third. Here's the 1-0 from Holzer. Swung on and missed as he blew that one by him. Count evens up a ball and a strike. Holzer seems like he had a little extra on that one.
Yeah. Kind of came inside on him, too, in his hands. Fastball.
The 1-1.
And again.
Fouled back to the net. Count moves to 1-2 now. If we start to see action in the Ranger bullpen, they do have a left-hander up.
Coming inside on big power hitters like that, they don't have a real chance to get their arms extended and get that bat out in front of the plate and make contact.
The 1-2. It's ball two. Count evens up 2-2 now to Bodie Waller, who's 0 for 1 today. Got it out to first last time up. The 2-2 pitch. Low for ball three. Count goes full, 3-2.
Yeah, still less than 2 outs. Runners 1, 2, and 3, so infield fly rule is still in effect.
Waller 3 for 9 in the series. 3-2 pitch. Lifted down the left field line. That's going to be foul towards the Northwestern bullpen.
I think that was hard for him to lay off. I think that was ball 4, but it was up there, you know, where your eyes get big and you think you got it.
Like, I could muscle this one out of here.
Yep.
3-2 pitch again. Holzer rocks and fires, and that is hit into left. Sachin will come up, and the runner will tag. Here's the throw into home, and will not be in time, and sliding in safely for the first run of the game is Marcus Coronado, and the Bulldogs are on the board. It's now 5-1.
Now batting number 3, Gage Gunn.
Appealing as to whether he left early or not. I saw no indication from either umpire as to whether he had or hadn't. Sachin's throw was on a line, but it kind of short. Cutoff was still out in the base pass where he needed to be tucked in a little closer to the plate.
So Holzer's first pitch to Gage Gahn is hits the inside corner for a strike. Gahn 0 for 1, grounded to second last time up. Still 2 runners on, just 2 down. Here in the top of the third. In there again from Holzer. Count quickly 0-2 now. Gahn 2 for 7 in the series so far. He's walked 3 times. He has scored 1 run. The 0-2. Breaking ball right at Barcelo. Able to make the play. Throws to first in time on the line drive, and that will do it for the Bulldogs in the third as they do pick up 1 run. It was done on 2 hits. There were no errors with 2 runners left on base. Bottom of the third we go. Northwestern 5, Southwestern 1. It's Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 37 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at deangallauction.com to browse available listings. Talk to Dean, Steve, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile. Come and see us.
Get ready for the Monster Truck Spring Nationals. One giant night of destruction at Woodward, Oklahoma's Crystal Beach Stadium. Saturday, May 3rd at 8. History will be made with a huge monster truck backflip. Featured legendary monster trucks include Monster Patrol, Predator, Pouncer, Elder Abuse, Disorderly Conduct, and Monster Jam Star Redneck Rampage. Also, the Oklahoma Tough Truck Contest. Plus, take a ride on a real monster truck and more. Attend the pre-show pit party with VIP box seats or pit pass. Meet the drivers, take pics with the trucks, kids meet the minions, and get a free souvenir. Get tickets in Woodward at SBC Office Products, Napa Auto Parts, Cowboy Tack Shop, Woodward Steel, at the gate, or online at showclix.com. Sponsored by Barber Dyson Ford, Ken Cool, Sealing State Bank, K&S Tire, Brothers Collision Center, Enid Iron and Metal, NWEC, McIntosh Towing, and Holiday Inn Express. The Monster Truck Spring Nationals, May 3rd, 8 p.m., Woodward, Oklahoma. Don't you miss it.
Right fielder Chad Green steps in to lead it off for the Rangers. He'll be followed by Gavin Mendoza and Hagan Barcelo, due up for Northwestern. First pitch to Green. He takes ball 1 from Pfeiffer.
Tell you what, Barcelo's had a heck of a game out at second base earlier and now today. This last one, I believe it was caught, and I thought I saw the first base umpire give the out signal, but he did like he should, which is don't assume, make that throw over there and get the out.
It's in there for a called strike to Green, who's 1 for 1, had that 2-run home run blast in the first.
But I'm going to bet he's had more assist outs today than maybe anybody on the roster.
Counts 2-1 as Pfeiffer misses there. 2 balls and a strike to Chad Green. Nobody out, bottom of the third. Northwestern leading at 5-1 here in final game of the regular season. The 2-1 caught the corner. Count evens up 2-2 now.
Like they're going to stay outside and away from him.
Well, we'll see after this at bat. We'll give some seedings for next week for the conference tournament. We know of 3 teams right now that what their seed will be. The 2-2 is outside. Count goes full 3-2. Arkansas Tech will be the number 1. Southern Arkansas will be the 2. And Northwestern will be the 7. So the Rangers are going to get the Mule Riders in the first round. A team they took the series from this year, and that's a liner into right for a base hit off the bat of Chad Green, his second hit of the day, and the leadoff runner's on.
That's good hitting right there. I mean, they were staying away from him. They weren't going to come inside and give him anything big. And so he recognized that, and with 2 strikes on him, he just took it the way they threw it. Base hit.
Well, and Harding, of course, was up there at the top, and Harding was swept by Arkansas Tech and Russellville, and they were defeated handily this weekend, so they fall back to, right now they're currently in 3rd, so it kind of depends on what Arkansas Monticello does. But so Harding could fall all the way back to
5 or 4?
4, I think, maybe even, depending on the series with Henderson. Henderson is at 20-13. They could fall back to 5. Counts 1-0 to Mendoza as he fouls off that pitch. Count evens up 1-1. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out looking back in the first.
Coach going through some signs now.
And Arkansas Tech, a great finish for the Wonder Boys as they won 7 straight to finish the year.
Yeah.
The 1-1 runner will go, and here's the throw down by the catcher, and sliding in safely is Chad Green. How about that? The big guy with a stolen base.
I don't want to say it was a delayed steal, but The catcher pumped once. He didn't realize he was going initially. He's, again, screened by the batter, and I don't know if anybody on the field communicated runner or.
And that hesitation cost him.
Yeah, it did.
So Chad Green with his first stolen base of the year in 2 attempts. The 2-1. Ground ball by Mendoza. High chopper to second, fielded by Mansour. Throws to first to get Mendoza in time on the 4-3 putout. Ground ball does allow Green to move to third with 1 out as Hagen Barcelo steps in.
Yep. Hagen, bring him home. Anyway, bring him home. Unless you take a walk, which would be all right too.
Barcelo 0 for 1 today, struck out swinging last time up. First pitch to Hagen. That's in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1.
Still have a good crowd, folks. If you need something to do for the next hour and a half, come on out.
The 0-1 swung on and missed. Count 0-2 now to Barcelo. That was a game earlier today. It looks like Arkansas Monticello knocked off Southern Arkansas 9-5 in Magnolia. So see what happens when that's updated now. But still SAU going to be the 2 for sure. As that pitch just outside. Count moves to 1-2.
Good eye, good eye. Yeah, I don't know how many of the games maybe are weather dependent today, but our soccer coach, just got back and they couldn't make their way all the way to Bartlesville because of flooding in Pawhuska and some other areas. And
the 1-2 ground ball to short. Laying out is Coronado and throws to first in time for the 6-3 putout.
Got the run home.
That's right. Barcelo picks up the RBI as Chad Green scores from third, and it's now 6-1 Northwestern.
Getting back what they took from us last inning.
So Colby Gray steps in, who's 1 for 1. He singled last time up, back in the first. There are 2 down here in the bottom of the third inning, and this one's scheduled for 7. First pitch is off the plate for ball 1 to Colby Grace.
Like in the first game, we still have a good contingent of Southwestern fans here, and that is good to see. They support their team.
The 1-0 to Grace. Fouled it back. Count evens up, a ball and a strike now to Colby Grace.
Well, that was about an inch difference from being a line shot to center, or potentially more than that. Full swing, just under it.
The 1-1. Ground ball to short. Coronado one more time. Here's the throw off one hop and a good dig from first from Jeffers, and that will do it for the Rangers in the third. As Northwestern does pick up one more run. It was done so on 1 hit. There were no errors with no runners left on base. We head to the fourth. Northwestern leading Southwestern 6-1. You're listening to Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Looking for a family-friendly spot to unwind and enjoy delicious brews and food? Well, look no further than the Alva Beer Company. Our brewery and tap room offers a wide selection of craft beers, mouth-watering wood-fire style pizzas, fresh salads, and appetizers. Join us from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. We're nestled in the heart of downtown Alva. The Alva Beer Company offers up the perfect spot for locals and visitors alike. The Alva Beer Company, Plains beer for Plains people.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you.
We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back as we head to the top of the fourth. Northwestern on top 6-1 as Holzer delivers there. Count evens up 1-1 now to Connor Jeffers.
Took a little something off of that fastball, and he was out in front of it.
The 1-1. Did he go around? It looked like he did. Yeah. Umpire says he did. Count moves to 1-2. Jeffers 0 for 1 today, grounded out to second in the second. The 1-2. Count evens up 2-2 now.
He's got some pretty good stuff there on the hill.
Certainly does. 2-2 pitch. That's a ground ball. High chopper fielded by Grace. Runs up on it. Throws to first in time. 5-3 put out. Another ground out for the Rangers, or should say for the Bulldogs, and there's one out.
I'm going to call him Mr. Grace, Mr. Footwork.
Yeah.
He's just, that's so important. I can't remember how adept or how fluid Hindu was there at third base, but I know that Hindu is a hell of a player. And where is he, by the way? Can we put out a bolo on him? If everybody's listening in the Oklahoma City greater area, I mean, bolo on Ryan Hindergaard.
He's probably at a concert or planning on one. There's a ground ball to Barcelo. Another ground out there on the 4-3 put out of Eastwood, and just like that, there are two down. I'm going to try and convince him to come next week to Enid.
I don't know.
He's useless sometimes. I could say that about him.
I used to drive him nuts when he took that SID role in the Wellness Center. I mean, I don't know that I drove him nuts, but, you know, stats. Nobody's keeping the stats. Yeah. Coach, you need to keep stats. I said, no, I can't keep stats and coach at the same time.
The 0-1. Oh, that's hit into left, and running up on it is Sachin for the final out. And a very quick 1-2-3 again for Kyle Holzer out on the mound as the Bulldogs go in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Bottom of the fourth we go. Rangers on top 6-1. It's Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Rangers Sports Network.
Holder Drug has been serving the community of Alva since 1952. When you are in need of medication, healthcare items, and more, look to none other than Holder Drug, Alva's local pharmacy. Holder Drug is locally and family owned and is always ready to serve you. They offer convenient drive-through pickup as well as free delivery with your medication. They also offer a number of gift ideas for those special holidays. For more information, visit their website, www.holderdrug.com, or stop by 513 Barnes Avenue in downtown Alva.
Community Bank has been serving Alva, Oklahoma and the surrounding area since 1984. Community Bank was founded by local community members who wanted to ensure the banking needs of the community were being met. It has been our goal since inception to provide customer-focused services and community development. Our customers are friends, neighbors, and never just a number. We believe in investing in our community, and we pride ourselves in being your hometown bank. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard.
Shortstop number 23, Harley Schaefer, is going to lead it off as we welcome you back to Meyer Stadium. Final regular season game again for the Rangers. Again, game number 50 as they're trying to finish above 500 in conference play and win their 30th game of the year.
Well, I'm hoping come David Allen time later this week that, you know, maybe Dino and Hindu and Fred Schamberg and some of the guys that, you know, that immediately come to mind that live around or live somewhat near Dean and can come out and enjoy the game and cheer on the guys.
So Harley Schaefer steps in. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike one.
Well, it was a good curveball right there.
And that pitch is ripped into right, going back, and
Run.
that is at the base of the wall, and heading for second is Schaefer with a leadoff double. So Schaefer with his first hit of the day.
That was good hitting there. He was just kind of sitting on it, and it dropped right in where he wanted it.
And we just happen to see Pfeiffer's day is actually done as Southwestern is going to turn things over to the senior out of Stillwell, Kansas, number 25, Tyler Lechner, as he delivers a strike to Trevor Sayre.
Well, they have another right-hander down there getting warm, and try to get some arms in this game.
Again, we're in the bottom of the fourth. This one's popped up. Let's see if it gets out of play. I think it is going to, as that one lands in the seats, hits off the window, and bounces back in. So the count's 0-2 to Trevor Sayre.
I think Bickford's little boy started crying. Well, I can't see. I thought he was crying. Anyway.
The 0-2 bounces in front of home plate. Nice stop from Wortman.
Nope, she's got his binky in his mouth.
Pfeiffer goes 3 innings, 46 pitches, 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 3 strikeouts, and 17 batters faced. We're going to, here in a moment, we'll give you the numbers on Lechner this season. This one's, again, fouled back to the net. Lechner, an ERA of 10. He's 3-0. It's his 11th appearance. He's gone 18 innings, 27 hits, 22 runs, 20 earned, 10 walks to 9 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .360 against him this season. As again takes over for the starter, Drew Pfeiffer. The 1-0. Low and off the plate. Count evens up 2-2 to Trevor Sayre, who is 1 for 1 today. Single that scored a run last time up in the second.
Little base knock, score a run here.
2-2. And a ground ball to short. Will move the runner. Well, we thought it would, and then taking off is Schaefer, and he's going to be tagged out by the third baseman, Eastwood. So 6-5 there, and there's one down.
Yeah, base running mistake there.
So a fielder's choice for Trevor Sayre.
Why did you go? Yeah.
So now to the plate, Zach Vitale, the catcher. Singleton scored a run in the first, had an RBI ground out in the second, as Vitale takes strike one from Lechner. Sayre at first after the fielder's choice, as the count moves to 0-1 to Zach Vitale. The 0-1. Bounced in front of home plate, count evens up 1-1. Again, we're in the bottom of the fourth. This one's scheduled for 7.
Good lead there at first base.
The 1-1. Ground ball to short. Charging will be Coronado. Throw to first is in time for the 6-3 putout. Does allow Sayre to move to second on the ground ball, and there's 2 down.
Good play by the shortstop.
So runner in scoring position, though, for Paul Sachin, as he's already got a double and scored a run in the first, flew out to left in the second.
Is that a turf stain on the back of his left leg?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
It didn't.
First pitch to Sachin. That's strike one. I thought that was a touch low, but count moves to 0-1.
Come in again like that, Paul, be ready to turn on it and get out in front of the plate and drive it to right.
Lechner takes a look at second and delivers. And I thought that one looked good. Count evens up, a ball and a strike. Just going to second guess everything, I guess.
I know. It's sunny outside, not cloudy.
The 1-1 is inside, no question. That was ball 2. I think it's snowing. 2 balls and a strike to Paul Sachin. Here's the pitch. Sachin rips that into right for a base hit. That's going to score a run. As rounding third, heading for home is Sayre. And it's a 2-out RBI single for Sachin, his second hit of the game and his first RBI. And the Rangers lead at 7-1.
That's what he needed. The other time he went to the opposite field where the pitch was. This time they came inside on me. He turned on it. Put it between first and second base. Good hitting.
So Connor Green steps in, drove in two with a single and scored a run in the first. Grounded out to short last time up in the second. First pitch to Green is low and off the plate for ball one. Count moves to 1-0. Bulldogs with a run, 2 hits and an error. Rangers now 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors so far here in this one. The 1-0. Green fouls that back out of play to the right. Count evens up 1-1 to Connor Green.
What other dirt is there on Hindu?
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something, whether it's true or not. I'd pitch up and in for ball 2.
Yeah, friends of Ryan Hindergart, let him know that we're concerned. We're talking about him.
The 2-1 is fouled off by Connor Green. Count evens up 2-2.
I mean, a big part of his life is from here at Northwestern.
Yeah.
You can't just disassociate yourself from, years.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Connor Green. Leachner delivers, and that's a flare right at second, and making the grab is Mansour for the final out on the liner, and that will do it for the Rangers here in the fourth. Northwestern does pick up another run here in the fourth. 1 run, it was done so on 2 hits. There were no errors, and a 1 runner left on base. Top of the 5th we go. Northwestern 7, Southwestern 1. It's Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Here in Northwest Oklahoma, we like to hit it out of the park when it comes to banking. Our knowledgeable teams know how to cover the bases and are ready and willing to help you with your financial goals. Stop by any of our branch locations in Alva, Enid, Woodward, and Cherokee, or call 580-327-1122 to schedule an appointment today. Bank Central, where we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Hello, I'm Kai Flater with Great Plains Land Company. I've worked with clients all over the country to secure the best possible deals for their biggest asset, their land. But my favorite work is the work I do for the great people right here in Northwest Oklahoma and Southwest Kansas. If you're looking to sell or purchase land, let me show you how we can plan, market, and work to get you the best deals possible. You can reach me at 580-430-7005. Go Bulldogs and ride Rangers ride.
You put in the work and every day you go out and prove it again. You're an expert in your field. That's what farmers do every day. They go out and get the job done. If that's you, then Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma wants to thank you. For a livestock or crop loan, equipment loan, ag real estate, or operating loan, we will tailor a loan to your needs. Talk to one of our ag specialists by phone or stop by a branch today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, an equal housing opportunity lender. Online at farmcreditloans.com.
Marcus Coronado, first pitch swinging, a fly ball into shallow left. Retreating back is Schaefer as he will make the grab. And there's quickly 1 down here in the 5th.
Now batting number 9, Sean Mansour.
Mansour now will step in. Popped up to the catcher last time up in foul territory. That was in the 3rd. It's a 1-0 count to Mansour. Kyle Holzer back out there again for the Rangers here in the top of the 5th. The 1-0 caught the corner. Count evens up, a ball and a strike. Rangers again looking for their 30th win. Last time they won 30 games was that 2023-24. So again, a year ago, Northwestern finished 31-20. That's the most wins that they've had under Ranger head coach Ryan Bowen. The 1-2 pitch is just out. Count evens up 2-2. The 2-2 from Holzer. Ground ball back up the middle. That's a base hit into center. So 1-out single from Mansour. And the Bulldogs have a runner on.
Now batting number 22, Rusty Workman.
Now Rusty Workman to the plate. He walked last time up in the third. And the delivery. Outside for Holzer. Count moves to 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball is a called strike. Count will even up 1-1 now. The 1-1 pitch fouled back out of play. Count moves to 1-2 now to Workman. Again, Coronado led off, flying out to the shortstop at a shallow left. Mansour with a single, and now Workman facing a 1-2 count with 1 out. Here in the top of the 5th inning. The 1-2. That's a line drive into left. That's a base hit. So back-to-back singles for the Bulldogs. As Workman has his first hit of the day, as we'll go back to the top of the order with the left fielder Campbell Sullivan now.
Now batting number 6, Campbell Sullivan.
Sullivan 1 for 2, flew out to center in the first, singled last time up in the third. As Coach Bowen is going to come out, and I think we're going to see a pitching change. This mound visit brought to you by Ignite Physical Therapy. If the Rangers do decide to make a call to bullpen, which they will, it's brought to you by G&G Home Furnishing. So we will have a call to bullpen as the Rangers will bring out a new pitcher to replace Kyle Holzer. Again, there's 2 runners on for the Bulldogs with 1 out here at the top of the 5th. Northwestern leading it 7-1. This is Northwestern Baseball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Do you need assistance taking care of yourself or a loved one? Beatles Nursing Home in Alva is here for you. We offer safe, high-quality, affordable nursing care while meeting all care guidelines for living. Call us at 580-327-1274 to learn more about our admissions process to place your loved one in our care. When it's time to choose a nursing home facility, we'll hope you'll consider Beatles Nursing Home located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Since 2004, customers in Alva, Oklahoma have trusted K&S Tire for all their automotive needs. With over 40 years of experience in the business, we offer top quality replacement tires and outstanding vehicle service repairs. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, our skilled technicians have covered you. Drive with confidence and let us keep your vehicle running smoothly. Visit us at knstire.com or come by at 2590 College Boulevard here in Alva, Oklahoma. K&S Tire, where experience meets excellence.
Welcome back to Myers Stadium as the Rangers will go to the bullpen. As again, Kyle Holzer will, in his first start, he went 4 1/3 through 58 pitches, gave up 4 hits, had a walk and 18 batters. And he is responsible for those 2 runners, though. Again, Rangers will go to the bullpen. It will be the 6'2" left-handed senior out of Berry Hill, Oklahoma. He transferred originally out of Lebec Community College, number 36, Colby Mitchell. Numbers on Mitchell this season. Colby with a 7.14 ERA. He is 2-2. This will be his 13th appearance. He's made 5 starts this year. Does have 1 save. He's gone 29 innings. Give up 40 hits, 24 runs. 23 of those have been earned. 11 walks to 29 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .320 against Colby Mitchell this season, as it's Mitchell's first appearance this weekend of the series. So Mitchell will the first batter Mitchell will face will be Campbell Sullivan as we're back to the top of the order. Sullivan again 1 for 2, flew out to center's first at bat and singled last time up in the third. First pitch from the lefty Mitchell. Delivers a called strike. Count is 0-1. Again, Mansour at second, Workman at first. With one out here in the top of the fifth. The 0-1. Swung on and missed for strike two. Good pitch there from Mitchell. The count quickly 0-2 now. The 0-2. That one misses low to Sullivan. Count moves to 1-2 now to Campbell Sullivan. One-two pitch. That's a line drive down into right for a base hit as Chad Green will come up throwing, and the bases are going to be loaded for the Bulldogs now here in the fifth after 3 straight singles. So Mansour to third, Workman down to second, and Sullivan at first as Bodie Waller steps in. Grounded out in the first, and a sac fly to left and drove in the run in the third. First pitch to Waller. Swings and misses. Count will be 0-1 from Mitchell. And again, it is 7-1, but Southwestern trying to climb back into this thing. Again, we still have lots of baseball to play. The 0-1. And missing low and out of the zone to Waller. Count evens up, a ball and a strike.
My apologies for being absent. I was detained by the Barcelos and Pat Harkin.
Detained.
Yeah. They said I'm being too chatty, and so they're blocking the door.
Ground ball hit foul towards the Southwestern dugout by Waller. Count moves to 1-2 now. And Rangers in control of this one, but if you're the Bulldogs, this would be their spot to get back in it.
Yeah, don't want to open the door any further.
The 1-2. Called strike 3 as Mitchell picks up his first strikeout, and there's 2 down.
That was a big pitch.
It was. A little surprised that Waller was left looking there as much as he'd kind of really been swinging at stuff today.
Yeah, when you got 2 on you, you've got to expand that and believe that almost any pitch can potentially be that third strike.
So Gage Gott steps in with 2 down. He's grounded out to second twice. As that one bounced in, got away from the catcher Vital. Runners are going to move up each base, and scoring from third will be Mansour, and it's now 7-2. So Sullivan now to second, Workman now to third. So the wild pitch allows Bulldogs to score a run and move the runners up. Here's the 1-0. That's lifted into right. Should be the final out, and it is, as that will do it for the Bulldogs here in the fifth, as they do pick up 1 run. It was done so on 3 hits. There were no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Bottom of the fifth we go. Rangers on top 7-2. You're listening to Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug, up on the Ranger Sports Network.
To prevent medication from getting into the wrong hands, it is crucial to store it out of sight and out of the reach of children and visitors. In addition, it is important to dispose of unwanted, expired, and unused medications in a safe manner. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org, or call 988 Oklahoma's Mental Health Lifeline. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
The Tacoma Farmers Co-op is a proud supporter of Ranger and Goldbug activities since 1916. They have been here to serve you with all your farming and ranching needs with a wide range of goods and services from fuel, hardware, fencing, tires, feed and seed, plus fertilizer. They're here to meet your needs. Choose to trade with a co-op that gives its profits back to you. To learn about the Tacoma Co-op Advantage, stop by one of 5 locations in Moreland, Freedom, Winoka, Jet, and Tacoma, or visit them at tacomacoop.com and get a better service at a better place.
Northwestern Oklahoma State University is the university for you. With small class sizes, our professors are focused on you and your education. Located in Alva, Enid, Woodward, the University Center in Ponca City, along with many online options, you can start earning your degree. Call us today at 580-327-1700 or see our options at nwosu.edu. You'll soon find that success lives here. That's Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Ride, Rangers, ride.
818 Diner has consistently provided the city of Alva with quality comfort food and great service since opening in 2019. Join us for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Some of our popular menu items to choose from include the BCB burger, the French dip, and our staples such as Terry's Chicken Fried Steak, Don's Hamburger Steak, and Joe's Chicken Tenders. Open Monday and Wednesday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and open for dinner Wednesday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want a variety of menu items and friendly service to give you that local diner feeling, visit 818 Diner right here in Alva.
The Bulldogs will make another change on the mound as they go with the 6'2" senior out of Ontario, Canada. A transfer out of Emporia State, number 31. Greg Ross will come in for Tyler Leachner. So Ross's numbers this season, 6.08 earned run average. He is 0-1. 12th appearance, he's got 4 saves as he's gone 13 and a third. 16 hits, 10 runs, 9 earned, 4 walks, 10 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .286 against him this season as Chad Green will lead things off for the Rangers. The 0-1. Make it 0-2 now from Ross as we're here in the bottom of the 5th. Rangers on top 7-2.
This is just an afternoon of baseball. Even though it's not ideal weather, everybody is out here sticking around and having a good time.
One-two pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's one down as Mendoza now steps in. Mendoza's 0 for 2 today, struck out looking, and then grounded out to second last time up in the 3rd. That pitch swung on and missed by Mendoza. Count moves to 0-1. Ground ball hit foul by Mendoza. He's down in the count now 0-2. You
have to guard the plate here. Quickly, he's about done with his plate appearance if he doesn't get it sorted.
That one way outside by Greg Ross. Count moves to 1-2 now. The 1-2. Ground ball, the second. Fielded by Mansour, throws to first, not in time. Beating it out is Mendoza.
Yeah, it dropped out of his glove, and he had to get down to pick it up. He got there in time, fielded it clean, and then it dropped out of his glove. That's what allowed Mendoza to get there. E4.
So first error committed by the Bulldogs today, or excuse me, the second, as Hagen Barcelo steps in. Struck out swing in the first, had an RBI ground out to short in the 3rd. First pitch to Barcelo, swung on and missed for strike 1.
In fact, a little ahead of the pitch on that one.
Here's the 0-1. Outside, count evens up 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back over the press box. Count moves to 1-2 now to Barcelo. One-two pitch, and that is driven into the gap in right center. That is down for a hit, and that one's going to roll all the way nearly to the track as Barcelo heads for second, rounding third, heading for home. Here's the throw in. It's wide and not in time, and able to score is Gavin Mendoza, as it's now 8-2 Rangers.
That's the Barcelo that we've grown accustomed seeing. Gap shot.
So how about that? An RBI double from Barcelo, his second RBI of the game. As now to the plate will be Colby Grace for the Rangers as they lead by 6.
What I call him, Mr. Feet. Was that right?
Footwork, something like, yeah.
Yeah, footwork.
First pitch to Grace. That's ball 1. That pitch swung on and missed. Count evens up 1-1 now to Grace. As Leachner, again, Ross replaced him. He went an inning, 11 pitches, 2 hits, a run. It was earned, and 5 batters faced. The 1-1 to Grace. Popped up. This will get out of play to the right. And the count moves to 1-2 now to Colby Grace, again with 1 out and a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, that one got in on him quicker than what he was thinking. 2 strikes. Let's put it in play. Got a duck on the pond out there at second.
The 1-2.
Good eye.
Lays off there as that was outside. Count evens up 2-2 now to Colby Grace. As again, we're here in the bottom of the 5th. It's 8-2 Northwestern. This one's scheduled for 7. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's 2 down as Ross picks up her second strikeout.
I don't know what that pitch was, but right at the very end, it dipped.
So Harley Schaefer steps in, struck out looking in the first, and bounced back with a double last time up in the 4th. Ross checks the runner, delivers home. Schaefer the ground ball to second. Mansour fields from the hop, throws to first, and it's a 4-3 put out, and that will do it for the Rangers in the 5th, but they do get another run back. It was done so with 1 hit. There was 1 error and a runner left on base. Top of the 6th we go. Northwestern leading at 8-2. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Naloxone is a medication designed to rapidly reverse opioid overdose. A person who is experiencing an overdose can't administer naloxone to themselves. Anyone can carry naloxone, give it to someone experiencing an overdose, and potentially save a life. That's why everyone should consider having naloxone. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
The Alva Moose Lodge is a proud supporter of all Northwestern and Alva public school activities and strives to be the heart of the community through fundraisers and community-based events that make a difference in the lives of individuals, kids, and families throughout Northwest Oklahoma. On a national basis, the Moose Fraternity provides at-risk children with a second chance at life and its senior members a comforting retirement at its 5-star senior facility in Florida. If you would like to see how you can help make a difference in the lives of those in need, stop by the Alva Moose Lodge Monday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at 302 7th Street to learn more.
Peak Environment provides leading lawn care services in Northwest Oklahoma with branches at Alva, Enid, and Woodward. When it comes to lawn care, Peak Environment has you covered all year long with quality, affordable services, including weed control, full-service mowing, and Christmas light installation, plus much more. Call Peak Environment today at 580-748-8003 to learn more and schedule your free quote on any service. That's 580-748-8003, proud supporter of all Ranger and Goldbug athletics.
Welcome back to Meyer Stadium as we head to the top of the 6th inning. As leading things off will be Connor Jeffers. First pitch from Mitchell is low for ball 1. Jeffers will be followed by Ty Eastwood and Reese Burke due up for the Bulldogs. There's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Took that one inside on him. Count evens up a ball and a strike.
Did I have a break on it at the end, or could you tell?
It looked like it may have just a little bit. A nice pitch.
Just enough to, cause you to miss.
1-1 is fouled off. Count moves to 1-2 now.
You know, Dustin, I'm looking at folks out there, and everybody's pretty much got jackets and even blankets on. So while we were saying it's a nice day to come to the ballpark, I mean, it is. We're winning. We're doing well, but it's not necessarily comfortable.
Yeah.
The rain stopped. I mean, none of that. But.
The 1-2 is ball 2. Count evens up 2-2. And I took my hoodie off, and now all of a sudden it's starting to get a little chilly in here. Yeah. Somebody open a window?
I don't know.
The 2-2 fouled back again from Jeffers. Try and see if they've put in the seatings yet. They still have not. Hopefully may have those before we get out of here tonight. We'll see. Counts 2-2, though, to Connor Jeffers. The Rangers will be playing Southern Arkansas next week at 4:30 on Thursday. The 2-2 is ball 3. Count goes full.
What'd you say? We are playing them?
Southern Ark.
4:30. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. 3-2 from Mitchell, and that's a base hit back up the middle as that went off the mound into center. So a leadoff single for Jeffers, his first hit of the game. And the leadoff runner is on for Southwestern. Rangers Thursday, May 1st, 2 versus 7. So Northwestern and Southern Arkansas doing battle from David Allen at 4:30. Now that could start earlier, it could start later. Who knows?
Yep. Be ready regardless.
Yeah, that's right.
Be there.
So Ty Eastwood steps in, who's 0 for 2 today with a pair of groundouts to second.
You know, that really works out all right. I mean, if you're a normal working person these days, I mean, you check out after lunch, take a half day off.
First pitch from Mitchell, low and in for ball 1.
You know, we got a satellite campus over there, so you, as a student, you could kind of check out, leave early, and check in with biometrics in the library over there at Enid, and then just slip to David Allen.
The 1-0. Fly ball lifted towards the left field line. It gets out of play. Yeah, if you're Dr. McMillan on the Enid campus, just say, hey, no classes, right?
Yep. No, I mean, it's close to we're the closest university to David Allen, and so hopefully we're going to have a really good contingent of fan support Thursday, 4:30, roughly.
The 1-1, that one a little bit too far up and in, went off the glove of Vital. That allows Jeffers to move to second. So 2 balls and a strike to Ty Eastwood.
Yeah, we've got nobody down. We need to focus here. Let's at least get an out.
Well, the Cubs really showed up today. They got walloped by the Phillies at home, 10-4.
You're gonna have to listen to Andrew about this.
Oh, I'm sure. 2-2, 1-2, or the 2-1 pitch is fouled back. Count evens up 2-2. Well, that little short winning streak had to come to an end at some point, I guess.
Yeah, right now I'm following the Blues against the Jets, Stanley Cup. Blues could surprise the Jets. Winnipeg.
That's a fly ball into center. This should be Trevor Sayers' play as he'll come up, make the grab for out number 1. Yeah, the Cubs had won 3 straight, but they also had won a series against the Diamondbacks. Of course, they took
franchise record, 3 in a row.
Probably.
No, I told you my good buddy I grew up with playing baseball hosts the Cubs Cards podcast. And Dan lives in Chicago, and he's the guy I grew up playing with. He pitched in college, and his buddy is living in St. Louis, who's from Chicago, and they have a really good show, or they did. I haven't tuned in this year.
The 0-1 to Burke. Ground ball. Barcelo charges. He'll throw to first in time for 3 put out. That has allowed the runner Jeffers to move to third, but there's 2 down as Marcus Coronado steps in.
Coronado's hurt us some, hasn't he?
I think so. He's got 3 hits in the series so far, I think, in 10 at bats. So
okay, well,
he scored a couple of runs as well. Mitchell trying to avoid giving up a run here. First pitch, Coronado. Did he go around? I got to say he did. Home plate umpire says strike 1.
Yeah, first base umpire was nodding his head.
You see action in the Southwestern bullpen. They have left-hander up. There's somebody up for the Rangers. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to the right, fielded by Barcelo, and that will do it for the Bulldogs as they strand a runner at third here in the 6th. For Southwestern, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and a runner left on base. Bottom of the 6th we go. Rangers lead at 8-2. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Spring is here, and so are the savings from your friends at G&G Home Furnishings in Alva, as we want to remind you to shop local this spring if you're looking for that new piece of furniture for your home or business. G&G also has several new arrivals for you to browse and choose from, whether it's for your bedroom, dining room, or that workspace. As always, you can see our new line of products by visiting us online at gnghomefurnishings.com or come by and say hello and browse in person at 2107 College Boulevard right here in Alva.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads in Enid, Oklahoma create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the gear, we do the rest. Downtown Threads handles all the payments and cuts you 1 check when the website is closed. Call today at 580-237-7060. That's 237-7060. Downtown Threads proudly supports Alva High School and Northwestern Oklahoma State University.
The Nitram Company, your go-to rental company in Alva, is now offering insurance. From your home and car to your farm or business or a variety of rental properties, Nitram has you covered. Stop by Suite C in the professional building today and see Claudia Haltom or call their office at 580-609-3200. That's 580-609-3200 for more details. The Nitram Company, now your go-to for rentals and insurance. Proud supporters of all Ranger and Goldbug athletics.
Well, the lefty Tyler Fortin will come out of the bullpen. The senior out of Burke Burnett, Texas, a transfer out of Redlands Community College. He did come in for 1 batter yesterday. Again, he gave up the hit. It was a run and 1 earned. And again, that was to the Rangers yesterday. And then he, if you remember, Coach, he was taken out right after that batter.
Yeah. Which I think it was just a matchup insertion there for him on that 1 batter, I believe.
He does have a 3.32 earned run average. He's 1-1. His 15th appearance. He's pitched 21 2/3, 27 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned, 18 strikeouts, 4 walks. Teams are hitting .303 against him this season. As Fortin's first batter he will face will be Trevor Sayre to lead things off for the Rangers here in the bottom of the 6th. As the first pitch is out.
Caught the black, I guess.
Guess so for strike 1. I thought it was ball 1. Sayre 1 for 2 today. He scored 2 runs as well. Had a fielder's choice and scored a run last time up as he takes ball 1. He'll be followed by Zach Vital and Paul Sachin due up for the Rangers. Again, they have an 8-2 lead, bottom of the 6th. The 1-1. Fouled back to the net off the bat of Sayre. Count moves to 1-2 now.
He's really had a good cut this series, Sayre. Good at-bat swings.
Bulldogs with 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. Rangers 8 runs on 10 hits. No errors committed. Bulldogs have left 5 runners on. Rangers just 3. The 1-2. Outside. Count evens up 2-2 now to Trevor Sayre. Rangers also with 3 doubles today and a home run, so 4 extra base hits for Northwestern. The interesting thing, though, Rangers have yet to walk today.
I didn't realize that.
As that pitch is fouled off, count stays at 2-2. The Bulldogs have only walked once. Northwestern again walked 10 times yesterday, and then they walked 6 times in game 1 today. The 2-2 line foul to the right as it gets out of play. So count stays at 2-2 to Trevor Sayre. It's again bottom of the 6th here from Meyer Stadium as we're 11 minutes past the top of the hour. Here on a Saturday evening in Alva. 2-2 pitch. And it's low for ball 3. It was close though from Fortin.
Yep. That pitch had to have been taken to right field, and he had to go down to get it if he was going to swing.
3-2 pitch. Sayre hits that into right. On the run will be Burke, and he will make the grab for out number 1 as we go back to the top of the order now with the catcher, Zach Vitale.
Yeah, that pitch needed to be hit out front of the plate. Kind of jammed him a little bit.
Singleton scored a run in the first, had an RBI ground out in the second, and then grounded out to short in the 4th. So Vitale 1 for 3 today. He'll be followed again by Paul Sachin. First pitch fouled back to the net by Vitale. Got to be 0-1. Don't see anybody up yet to pinch hit at all either. The 0-1. Ground ball to third. Nice play there from Eastwood. The long throw to first in time, and a good dig from Jeffers on the 5-3 putout. And there's quickly 2 down.
Yeah, that glove there at number 5, he pretty much catches everything comes his way.
Certainly does. So Sachin steps in with a double and scored a run in the first, flew out to left in the second, and had an RBI single last time up in the 4th. And Sachin looks for his 3rd hit of the game. First pitch from Fortin, and that's laced back to the net. Foul. Count will be 0-1. Again, not hardly any wind today, as you've been able to tell through our crowd mic, but
well, we started off with that relaxation sound from the gutter. I can't do that.
The 0-1. And Sachin that time loses the bat out of his hands towards the Southwestern dugout, went off the net. That's the 3rd time it's happened today. The first on the Rangers. Count is now 0-2. A little surprised that happened in this one. I could have expected the first game just because of how raining and everything still, but that one just kind of slipped out.
Well, there may still be some moisture on the batting gloves, or picking up some moisture somehow.
The 0-2 swung on and missed, and that will do it as Fortin comes in and closes the door on the Rangers. On a 1-2-3, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Top of the 7th we go. Last chance for the Bulldogs when we come back to Meyer Stadium here in the season finale. Northwestern leads at 8-2. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Struggling with pain or mobility issues? At Ignite Physical Therapy in Alva, we provide expert hands-on care to help you heal faster and move better. With fellowship-trained specialists, you get the highest level of personalized treatment tailored to your needs, whether it's injury recovery, chronic pain, or post-surgical rehab. At Ignite, we believe in more than just treatment. We believe in your recovery. Experience the difference our expert care can make. Visit us at 520 Flynn Street or call at 580-327-3331 today. Ignite Physical Therapy, where healing begins with you.
Your agency of choice for all types of insurance is McDermott Insurance in Alva. For home, auto, farm, or business insurance, the McDermott Agency will protect what you value most by providing the best coverage and client service possible. To get your custom professional insurance review, call McDermott Insurance at 580-327-3500 or visit them at 526 Flynn Street in Alva. McDermott Insurance. They can't predict the future, but they can insure it.
Dingall Real Estate and Auction has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 37 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dingall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at dingallauction.com to browse available listings. Talk to Dean, Steve, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile. Come and see us.
Rangers are going to turn things over to Jacob Shaw as we head to the 7th. Shaw pitched yesterday, came in and, well, he just like Fortin. Again, faced one batter, gave up the walk, and was taken out before turning things over to Toborg. So Shaw to come in and close it out for the Rangers. He'll face Sean Mansour. First pitch is a strike. Here's the 0-1. One's up and in. Count evens up, a ball and a strike, followed by Rusty Workman and Campbell Sullivan due up for the Bulldogs. The 1-1 pitch. That's hit into right center, and Sayre on the run makes the grab for out number 1. A good play there from Trevor Sayre.
Caught that on the left hip. He's just very, very good defensively out there.
Actually, we're going to see a pinch hitter, Sergio Natara. So Sergio Natara will come in, the senior out of Homestead, Florida. So his first appearance of the series. As he takes ball 1 as he will hit for Rusty Workman. Sergio Natera this season, a .219 hitter, his 13th appearance, does have 7 hits and 32 at-bats, has scored 10 runs, a double, a home run, and 4 RBIs as he's up in the count 2-0. Shaw quickly with a 2-0 pitch. Make it, well, called strike. Count moves to 2-1. I thought that may have been a low.
Yeah, I did too.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
The 2-1. That's lifted foul down the right field line as that gets out of play. Count evens up 2-2 to Sergio Natera. Again, Campbell Sullivan is on deck. The 2-2 pitch. And that's low into the turf for ball 3. Count goes full 3-2. And Rangers looking for the sweep this weekend, trying to close it out here in the 7th. 3-2, popped him up. Should be Connor Green's play in foul territory, and he will make the grab for out number 2, and the Bulldogs down to their final out.
Now batting number 6, Campbell Sullivan.
So Campbell Sullivan, as we go back to the top of the order, he is 2 for 3 today. Flew out to center in the first, singled in the third, and singled once more in the 5th. First pitch from Shaw. Breaking ball is a ground ball to Grace. This should be the final play. Here's the throw off the hop in time. Is it? And it is. Oh, no, they're going to say it brought him off. Wow, okay. So we will continue on as Sullivan is safe at first.
Yeah, it's kind of uncharacteristic of Grace there. He got there in time. He covered a lot of ground. He threw while running, but just pulled off the first baseman.
So they will award Campbell Sullivan with a infield single as Bodie Waller steps in. Waller swings and misses for strike 1. Get 2 down here in the top of the 7th. The 0-1. Waller lays off as that was low and out of the zone. Count evens up, a ball and a strike. Waller is 0 for 2 today. Did have a sac fly and an RBI in the 3rd. Struck out looking last time up in the 5th. The 1-1. And a line drive down the right field line as Sullivan heads for second. He will hold up there. And Waller picks up the 2-out single and 2 runners on for the Bulldogs. So Gage Gaunt. Bulldogs not ready to go home just yet.
Yeah, I mean, those were, both legit on-base instances. But, let's get them out here. Let's get this sorted out.
0 for 3 is Gage Gaunt as Shaw delivers a breaking ball. That's in there for a strike. Gaunt with a pair of ground outs in the first and the third to second and flew out to right last time up in the fifth. His time has been called. And I'm maybe having to replace, we may be seeing a pinch runner here, and I think we will. So Cade Fulmer, the senior out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, will step in to run for Waller at first.
I like the thinking. I mean, the game's not over. You got two guys on. You want good, fast base runners. Is protect yourself as much as you can from that third out.
31st appearance by Fulmer. He has scored 11 runs this season. The 1-1 swung on and missed for strike two by Gaunt. Bulldogs down to their final strike. So Gaunt trying to extend this one. On deck is Connor Jeffers. The 1-2 from Shaw. Just outside with a breaking ball. Count evens up 2-2. Shaw checks the runner at second. Comes home with a 2-2. And the breaking ball chopped foul to the left.
Two up there on the board. Room 222. That was a popular show in the 60s.
The delivery. And that is hit into the gap in right center. That's going to drop for a base hit. One run is going to come in to score. Being held up is Fulmer at third, and it's now 8-3. So an RBI single from Gage Gaunt, his first hit of the day. Fulmer winds up at third, and runners at the corners. So the Bulldogs have extended this one now as Connor Jeffers steps in. He singled last time up. As Coach Bowen is going to come out, and I don't know if we'll see, I did not see anybody up, but it looks like the Rangers do have somebody up, and I think Northwestern is going to make.
I don't know. I don't think they're ready yet, but Coach Bickford didn't come out, so.
This may just be a mound visit, so.
Yeah, he sent the catcher back to the plate. Infielders are out there in their position, so it's just a chat.
We'll take a 30 and come back. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug and the Rangers Sports Network.
Looking for a family-friendly spot to unwind and enjoy delicious brews and food? Well, look no further than the Alva Beer Company. Our brewery and tap room offers a wide selection of craft beers, mouth-watering wood-fire-style pizzas, fresh salads, and appetizers. Join us from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. We're nestled in the heart of downtown Alva. The Alva Beer Company offers up the perfect spot for locals and visitors alike. The Alva Beer Company, Plains beer for Plains people.
So just a mound visit as here we go. Back to it. Connor Jeffers, first pitch, swung on and missed for strike one as Shaw blows it by him.
You know, maybe something as simple as what do you want on your Subway?
That's true, too.
When you go out there. Kind of relax, do your thing, get out of here.
The 0-1 ground ball to left side. Diving out is Schaefer. Here's the throw to first. Not going to be in time, and another run is going to come home to score as Fulmer scores from third. And it's now 8-4. So an infield single for Jeffers, and runners now at first and second as Ty Eastwood steps in. Boy, and that one again, you got the ground ball you wanted. Just a long run from Schaefer to get to that one and a throw.
Yeah, that was too deep in the hole.
Shaw's first pitch to Eastwood is in there for a strike. He was 0 for 3 today with a pair of groundouts to second and flew out to center in the sixth. He's getting interesting here in the seventh. Swung on and missed. 0-2 now to Eastwood.
Two nasty ones. I think he upset him. So this third one is going to be strike three.
The 0-2 pitch. Shaw takes a look at the runner and the delivery. Outside for ball one. The 1-2 upcoming. Here's the pitch. And it's upstairs for ball two. Count evens up 2-2. When you don't want to walk this guy, that would bring the tying run to the plate. Two-two pitch. Call strike three, and that'll do it.
Had to make it a little bit interesting, didn't we?
We certainly did. Here in the 7th, the Bulldogs pick up 2 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base as it's a final score here in the season finale. Season finale as the Rangers knock off the Bulldogs by a final score of 8-4. With the win, the Rangers win their 30th game of the season. And how about this, back-to-back wins of 30 wins or more for Coach Bowen and this team?
Outstanding. Well, and I think Dr. Smith, kind of reinforced or reminded us of the conference wins that we've got, because how difficult it is to win conference games, almost regardless of the conference you're in.
Well, 17 wins in conference, and the Rangers finished 18-8 here at Myers Stadium. With the loss, the Bulldogs dropped their season finale to 24-23. They finished 11-21 in conference play and 7-14 away from Weatherford. 8-4 is your final as Northwestern picks up the sweep here in the final weekend. We'll take a break and come back, and the McDermott Insurance post-game show begins right after this. You're listening to Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Get ready for the Monster Truck Spring Nationals. One giant night of destruction at Woodward, Oklahoma's Crystal Beach Stadium. Saturday, May 3rd at 8. History will be made with a huge Monster Truck backflip. Featured legendary monster trucks include Monster Patrol, Predator, Pouncer, Elder Abuse, Disorderly Conduct, and Monster Jam Star Redneck Rampage. Also, the Oklahoma Tough Truck Contest. Plus, take a ride on a real monster truck and more. Attend the pre-show pit party with VIP box seats or pit pass. Meet the drivers, take pics with the trucks, kids meet the minions, and get a free souvenir. Get tickets in Woodward at SBC Office Products, Napa Auto Parts, Cowboy Tack Shop, Woodward Steel, at the gate, or online at showclix.com. Sponsored by Barber Dyson Ford, Ken Cool, Sealing State Bank, K&S Tire, Brothers Collision Center, Enid Iron and Metal, NWEC, Macintosh Towing, and Holiday Inn Express. The Monster Truck Spring Nationals, May 3rd, 8 p.m., Woodward, Oklahoma. Don't you miss it.
Welcome back to Myers Stadium as we open up our McDermott Insurance post-game show. The Rangers win the doubleheader today and sweep the season series over the Bulldogs as they win it by a final score of 8-4. And Coach, a great way to finish the season, and now it's now time for postseason baseball.
Yeah, we'd struggled coming into the series, and we did what we needed to do. The guys looked loose. I mean, first couple games we let them take the lead, and then midway through the games we decided, okay, let's get busy, get after it. Let's adjust at the box and keep that ball down lower instead of hitting those long fly balls. But exciting for them, and a nice song,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, just beat it.
Well, the Rangers got started early with 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 more in the third, 4th, and 5th. Bulldogs got 1 in the third, 1 in the 5th, 2 more in the 7th to make it interesting. Rangers finished with 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Southwestern 4 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. As Southwestern sends 30 to the plate, 4 runs on 9 hits. Sullivan and Jeffers with 2 each, 3 RBIs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. They left 7 runners on. Rangers sent 29 to the plate, 8 runs, 10 hits. Chad Green and Paul Sachin lead the way with 2 each. Connor Green and Chad Green lead the team with 2 RBIs each, along with Barcelo. They had 8 total, 6 strikeouts. The Rangers only left 3 runners on base today, too.
Oh, that's efficient there. I mean, and you need to do that. But I'm really excited about Thursday with Southern Arc. If I'm Southern Arc, I'm like, gosh darn it, are we going to have to play the Rangers that close to their campus? But our pitching is looking good. Our fielding has always been pretty good this season. Pitching's just getting better, and I saw some adjustments with the hitting today that is very much needed in a postseason atmosphere. I mean, win or go home kind of a thing.
Yeah, no doubt. And other pitching numbers, Pfeiffer takes the loss. He drops to 4-5. He got the start with 3 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run, and 16 batters faced. Holzer's going to get the victory today, his first of the year. He went 4 1/3, give up 4 hits, 2 runs. Both of those earned a walk, and 18 batters faced. As again, Mitchell also went an inning and 2/3, 2 hits, 1 strikeout, 7 batters faced. Shaw comes in for an inning, give up 3 hits, 2 runs. Again, 1 strikeout and 7 batters faced, as it adds up to a 8-4 victory for Northwestern as the Rangers again win their 30th game of the season. Again, a year ago, the Rangers finished with 31 wins, and that's something Coach Bowen, that's the most wins they've had under his program, and they'd like to eclipse that.
Yeah. And I don't see why they won't. Again, back to, I've mentioned it a couple times, the reflection of having 22 seniors just says volumes about the program. And I think the talent and the competition for playing time is just going to get better and better.
Well, and that's going to do it for us here this weekend. And Coach enjoyed it. Another season in the books, and I know looking forward to next week as Northwestern make their way to Enid. Again, a close trip for everybody. Hope everybody makes that trip over there to watch them take on the 2-seeded Southern Arkansas Mule Riders, the team we defeated this season.
Yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't want to be them, knowing that, oh gosh, we got to travel all the way there and play the Rangers again. But you got to do it on the field, and the guys got to believe in themselves, and I see indications that they're ready.
No doubt. Well, Coach, enjoyed it again. We'll let you get out of here, and we'll wrap this one up.
Thank you, Dustin. Enjoyed it, too.
Our thanks again to Steve Barrows for joining us here for the broadcast. As that will do it here from Meyer Stadium this afternoon. Again, your final statistics brought to you by the Alva Moose Lodge here in our McDermott Insurance post-game show. And a reminder, next Thursday, we will have coverage from Enid. Again, at David Allen Memorial Ballpark. It is set in stone. Northwestern's the 7 seed. They will take on the 2-seeded Southern Arkansas Mule Riders, who finished their season at 22-11 in conference play and 30-19 overall this season. They were 4-4 neutral site games this year. Northwestern was 5-3, including going 1-0 at David Allen earlier this year when they knocked off Southern Nazarene. So again, start time is at 4:30 from Enid. We'll try and keep everybody updated the best we can on our Facebook page and kind of let everybody know if the game's going to start early or if it's going to be a little bit later on. And also a big shout out to the Northwestern track and field on the men's and women's side, as they will be competing in the Great American Conference Championships next week as well. So good luck to them as they make their way over to Shawnee on Wednesday through Saturday. Again, Coach Young and Coach Lancaster, good luck to both you and your team next week in Shawnee. But that'll do it for us here. Final score, final time. Rangers win at 8-4 as they take the season series and sweep Southwestern this weekend. Appreciate all of our listeners, all of our viewers out there on the Northwestern Athletics YouTube channel. And again, appreciate all of our sponsors as well who help make each one of our broadcasts possible. Could not do what we do without you guys, and looking forward for you guys being on next week in Enid. For Steve Barrows, this is Dustin Gano saying so long from Meyer Stadium, and we'll see you next week for the GAC Championships, Ranger Nation.